Hello everyone, I really hope you're all doing well today. This is a little bit of an impromptu video today. I go on holiday tomorrow. I'm very excited about it. And I wasn't going to film another video before I went, but I am just looking around at my plant collection and I've got a lot of things that I want to sort out before I go. Mainly, I hope not too much pesty stuff, but a little bit of pest checking, potentially pest treating, so much watering, potentially moving things to different positions to kind of optimize their growth in the time that I'm away and keep things low maintenance because Ross is staying here and I don't want him to have to do too much. So, as you can probably tell, I'm looking at everything and feeling a little bit overwhelmed with it at the moment. So I thought I could make a cup of coffee, calm myself and have a chat with you guys and just kind of potter as I would, almost off camera, maybe chat you through a few things, but just kind of prep my plants for the time that I'm away. But first, if you're new here, hi, my name's Claire and this is Yoli. I make videos all about houseplant care, sharing tips and tricks I've learned over the years to help keep your plants happy and healthy. And yeah, my aim for this morning is to whiz through pretty much everything in my plant collection and just make sure that it's in a good position for me to be able to leave it for the time that I'm away. Do anything, like if there's anything major that needs doing, obviously tackle that. And yeah, that is about it. So by all means, grab some plants yourself or we can do some things together. And I hope you enjoy it. Let's get into it. So I've just had to run and shut the kitchen door because I've got so much washing to get through and the house is vibrating. So I'm sorry if this video feels a bit shaky. But I think to start with, I'm going to start with the plants in the living room just because I have been neglecting them a little bit recently. I can see, for example, my philodendron Dean McDowell, which is just behind us here at the top, is looking incredibly floppy. So yeah, I also, God, this is so bad. I haven't even cleaned up from yesterday's video that I filmed. So the plant room is such a mess. So yes, one thing at a time. I'm going to fill my watering can and I'm going to just go through these ones and we will see if there's anything, hopefully not, but if there's anything that needs immediate attention. Also, I've got cream on my nose. I'm sorry if you can see that, probably it looks very gross. This is, what a video this is. But yes, also the house is a complete mess. Don't judge me. But let's get the watering can sorted, shall we? And begin. Okay, problem number one, guys, we have already encountered, and that's some of the plants that I've just moved away from the window. I have found mealybugs on. I've only seen a couple, but I haven't sat down and given them a proper check over. So I'm just gonna fill a little ramekin dish with some isopropyl alcohol, get myself a paintbrush. Oh my God, I'm so unfit, I'm out of breath. And yeah, do a little bit of pest treating as I go through and give them a check over. I really hope I don't need to isolate these ones because I don't have another space to isolate them. So yeah, let's go to the cupboard of chaos, which is truly chaos right now. Oh, found it straight away. Yay. Okie dokie. Right. little dish, brush to treat. Ideally this brush would be like smaller so I could get the detail of the mealybugs, but because I'm just kind of going to do a general spot treatment today, I can't be bothered to look for the little brush. I'm just going to use the one that I've got. I also brought the scissors over because I've got a Hoya here that I think I'm actually going to chop up. I wasn't planning on doing that today, but seeing as I'm doing other bits now, I thought I may as well, and then it can be setting itself up for success and hopefully rooting in the time that I'm away. But okay, let's just go through them one by one. This is the Hoya that in fact I am going to chop up. I think it's a Hoya meredithii. As you can see, it has just been absolutely cooked in the window. This window, I did deliberately move a load of my succulents and cacti and stuff there because I was like, it gets great sun, they'll grow really well. However, I think because I haven't been the best with remembering to water this area, things have just fried and dried out, and I've got lots of dehydrated plants here. But yeah, this one just hasn't been doing great for me in a while. It is my fault, but I'm going to reset it. I'm going to pop it in some water so I won't have to worry about it while I'm away. Hoya is also very, very quick to root, so I am just going to hope that by the time I come back, it'll be ready for me to do things with. And the really good thing about Hoya as well is that you don't need to worry as much about getting a node in to root your cuttings because it can actually root from any point on the stem. So I'm literally just gonna chop it all up and then we can pop them into some water in a moment. Fabulous, and I can't see any cause for concern like pest-wise on any of these cuttings, but to be honest, this isn't a plant that I would imagine mealybugs would particularly want to go for at the moment because it is so dehydrated. So yes, let's pop those on the sofa with you. This leaf here, I mean, I might just give this a water through and see what it does in the time that I'm away. I'm sure this bit will bounce back. Like Hoya is so drought tolerant. But yeah, as I say, my main focus is just getting on top of bits. This section of my Sansevieria Bantel sensation is dying off. So again, just going to chop it back. And this one looks absolutely fine otherwise. If I do find mealybugs on any of the plants, I'm obviously not going to reuse the water, just because then it can spread. But seeing as I've only seen one or two, it's definitely not an infestation. I do just find that with mealybugs, like I never seem to be able to completely get them gone. Even if I think I've kind of got the bulk of them, like for example, when they infested my Monstera dubia, like by the time I'd actually kind of got rid of them all on that plant, I just had like one or two around all of my other plants, and it's just kind of been that way since. So yeah, it's just a staying on top of it kind of thing. Figure out what I'm going to do with this Sansevieria as well, because it's a really cool one, but I just don't like the way it's growing. I think it probably needs more space. So again, that's a repot that I need to do when I'm back. I think I said in my last video, me and some friends kind of spontaneously booked a holiday about 2 months ago, and it has whizzed to the point that we are actually going. I don't know where the time's gone, but we're only away for 5 days, so it's not like I have to worry about the plants too much. But yeah, we are scheduled to have a complete heat wave in the time that I'm away, which is exactly what happened the last time I went away and left Ross with the plants when I was at Malvern. And actually, hilariously, I'm going to Mallorca. It's meant to be hotter here in the UK than it's meant to be in Mallorca, so I'm hoping everything will be all right. These ones I'm actually not worried about because they are all succulents or semi-succulents, so they are all very drought tolerant. Mealybugs, on the other hand, I do worry about those. Haven't seen any more so far. One's not doing well. This plant, this is my Hoya caudata sumatra. Looks like that. It's, yes, I know, very dehydrated and very raggedy, but it's actually a plant that I'm not sure I want anymore. Obviously, I've done this huge big clear out of my collection recently. Oh my God, it's got amazing roots though. Look at those. Oh, they're incredible. But yeah, I've done this big clear out of my collection recently, and I have had this one in the get rid of pile several times, and then each time I've taken it back out and I'm like, no, I really do want to grow this plant. And I'm not sold on it. So I think, I don't know, I'm feeling quite brutal today. I think I'm kind of making fast decisions quickly because I've got so much to get through, and I'm kind of feeling maybe it is time that this one and I parted ways. Whoa. But yeah, this is kind of the one that I would have expected to see mealybugs on because it is so viney. But there's nothing obvious. So this one, oh, okay. Immediately I've seen 2 mealybugs on this one. I feel like this one might be the easiest one to show you. Oh, or not. Can you see on the new leaf, like right at the top, there's a little white spot. Oh, don't know if you can see that or not. If you can't, please trust me. But yeah, so I'm gonna just give this one a water into its pot, so I'm not reusing the water. And then I can pour the water out afterwards if it needs to drain off. And then I'm gonna just go through and give this one a little alcohol treatment. Be careful not to give it too much, so I'm just rubbing the excess off the brush. And if you're not sure where mealybugs are coming from often, looking at the new growth or the younger growth, like for example on this tendril here, that's where I spotted them. Because that's the stuff they typically go for as opposed to the kind of more mature, or not mature, like the older growth that's had more time to harden off. Okay, so there are only 2, which isn't great, but it could be worse. I really love this Hoya. I can't for the life of me remember the name of it, but I just think it's so pretty. Like that growth is so blue and splashy. I really need to be doing more with this one. As you can see, I've got so many that are just running wild at the moment. And the other one that I saw a mealybug on just now is my Euphorbia lactea white ghost. And this one I want to give a really thorough check over with, because obviously the colour of its growth means that mealybugs are kind of a little bit disguised. And again, this one has got so much new growth coming in at the moment that in fact I might just give the tip of each new growth point a little dab with alcohol, just in case there's anything lurking that I can't see. Okay, that's much better than I thought it was going to be. I was really worried I was going to find loads on that plant. Again, just to be on the safe side, I'm not going to water straight into the bowl. I'm just going to water this one into its pot. And again, if there's any excess water that the plant hasn't absorbed, I'll just tip that away. This one is so prone to rotting as well, so always important to make sure it drains off. Oh. On it in a minute. And then there was just one more plant on that shelf that again is giving me so much growth. This is another Euphorbia. Oh, what kind of Euphorbia is this? I can't remember off the top of my head. Commonly known as the African milk tree. But again, yay, no sign of mealies, which is a success. I'm just going to give the Hoya australis Lisa that's on the windowsill a little check over as well. I didn't take that one off the windowsill just because it's climbing the wall and I don't have time to take that off today. I spy what could potentially be a very little mealybug. So we're going to treat it as such. Okay, so the living room is all done. All the plants in there are happy and slightly rearranged in places. I just put them back in a slightly different order on the windowsill based on what I'd found mealybugs on and what I hadn't. As I say, it was only a couple, so I'm not going to worry too much. But I've also just filled a little container of water, and I'm just going to pop the Hoya, I'm saying Hoya meredithii. I'm pretty sure they're meredithii. But yeah, I'm just going to pop them in there. I really hope they'll be all right. But then, yeah, I can just pop them in my little propagation corner in the plant room. And then hopefully by the time I get back, I will maybe have some roots. There we go. Fingers crossed for them. And now before I do anything else, I think I just need to give this space a little bit of a clean and a tidy up because, as I say, I made a mess yesterday and I'm probably about to make a mess again. If you watched my propagation video that I filmed yesterday, but you probably saw last week, I said that I was going to propagate this section of my Sansevieria hahanii diamond in moss. It's been callousing for the last 24 hours, so I'm just going to get those props set up and going so that, again, hopefully they can root in the time that I'm away. Other cuttings I've just popped into water like that. I've broken them up so that if one starts to rot it won't spread, but hopefully these ones won't rot and I can save the plant. So one of the things I've been doing over the last few weeks, I've been sending out Anthurium pallidiflorum berries and seeds to people on my Patreon. And I've just noticed that some of the little capsules of seeds that I packaged up, because it's been so warm, have started to dry out. And I'm not going to be able to get to the post office again before I go now. So annoyingly, even though I've packaged these ones, I'm going to have to take them out of the little containers and put them back into the prop box if I don't want the seeds to die, just because they are already rooting, and obviously the young roots are so fragile. Oh my goodness, though, the ones in here are doing so well. I'm going to be giving you so many pallidiflorum berry updates, but like, look at that root. Can you see that? That's so long already. So yeah, despite the fact this feels like I am undoing my hard work, I think it must be done. Also hard work. fiddly work is what it was. You know what? Instead of undoing all of them, maybe I could just squirt some water into the little capsules. Would that work? Find little air pockets. There we go. And in theory, I can put these in the prop box. And then they'll be packaged and ready to go when I get back. Hopefully, it'll do the job. Hopefully that does the trick. Also, that's what it's looking like. In case you're interested, I didn't put seeds on that side. The seeds are only on this side, and I've already collected the ones from this side. So yeah, let's hope that that works and they don't all die. Okay, but then just moving into this space in general, I'm just gonna give everything a check over. I did do a pretty good watering session in here a few days ago, which isn't timed ideally. I always try and let everything dry out quite a lot so that I can water it right before I go. But yeah, it's been really warm and some things did need a water sooner. So I'm just gonna whiz round and see what needs doing. Pallatiflorum is very dehydrated. You can tell, but this leaf here, in fact, God, this leaf here is starting to yellow, but it is so curly. I think this one's up high. Oh God, all its leaves are folding, no! Ah, so fragile. Yeah, because it's up high, it just gets maximum heat in this room. And it does boil a little bit, and obviously the fact it's in terracotta as well does mean it dries out quickly. Must stay on top of it better though, because it has been pollinated again. And already actually, I can see, bring you over so you can see as well. But yeah, I can see that the berries are starting to form, which is so fast. So hopefully I'll have even more Pallatiflorum berries soon. Don't want to jinx it, guys. Also, I'm so sorry about my constantly clicky knees. But since, oh, there they go again. Since I have released a load of predators in this space, I haven't seen any more pests on my alocasia portadora, which is such progress because this is a plant that almost always has pests. I'm actually currently feeling really good about the pest situation in this space. I've still just got these little cups where I emptied the sachets into them, and that's not how I usually do it. I usually just use the sachets. I just got a bit carried away when I was doing it. And luckily, most of my moss poles are still wrapped, again from Malvern, which, to be honest, I've grown to quite like. Not that it looks the best, but it's just so practical. It means that I rarely need to do anything at all to them, so I'm gonna just leave them as they are. Also, this is a plant that I haven't shown you in a while. Little update on my variegated alocasia frydek. One of you guys the other day was asking if I still had this plant, and indeed I do. It's doing pretty well. I divided a load of babies from it again recently. It's probably got some more in there as well. It's also definitely due for a pot upgrade because look at those roots. Oh, and also, it has just started to rain.
Raining.
I know.
Quick, help me.
Oh, okay. We need to go and put the garden furniture away. Okay, we got the outdoor furniture covered up. We've actually got friends coming around for pizza tonight, and I don't know if that's now going to happen because I don't know if you can hear this, but it is properly raining. And like thundering and lightninging as well. So fingers crossed this is just a passing shower. And if not, I'm off on holiday tomorrow. But I'm just going to whiz through the rest of these shelves. Hanging plants were done fairly recently, apart from one of them. But yeah, I'm just going to whiz through the rest of these shelves. I was really worried about this one for a while. Oh, the light in here is now awful. But this is my little Scindapsus tricolour that I got at Malvern, and it just put out a big long runner and then all the growth died back. And so I decided to chop that runner back, and then I put it on my little shelf here under the grow light, and look, it is growing again beautifully. And the next point of growth it's giving me again looks to be another leaf and not a runner. So I'm very, very happy about that. realised how big this one's got. I remember a time where I could not for the life of me grow the Boston fern, and now it's huge. It's in a very little pot for the size of the plant though, so again, when I get home, I must repot this one, or maybe even divide it. Make a couple of Boston ferns. And now I'm in two minds about whether or not I water the beautiful Thai constellation, just because the lovely woman that I got it off said that she only watered it about once a month. I know the environment here is different. I can still feel a little bit of moisture in the soil, but it is pretty dry. However, as I always say, underwatering is better than overwatering, especially if I'm not going to be here to do anything about it if things do start to go wrong. So I think I'm probably going to risk it, and I'm going to leave it without watering in the time that I'm away, and then when I'm home on Wednesday next week, then we'll check on it and hope that it's okay. But I feel like I've got pretty on top of most of the things in this space. I do need to actually water that one, but I can do that after I finish filming this video. But yeah, thank you so much guys for keeping me company for this. I'm sorry if this was a bit of a boring video. As I say, it was very kind of realistic. It's definitely the kind of thing I would just be doing off camera, and I like mixing things up from time to time. So yeah. Oh, thank you, Yoli. Good girl. Snoozing in her bed. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, have a lovely day, and I will see you in the next video.
Stay sexy, plant lovers.